Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. On my first day, I didn't end up exercising using the Simply Fit board or the PS3 game I showed you in the last video. I ended up playing tennis for about an hour. When I say about, I mean closer to an hour or a little bit over. And to cool down from tennis, we walked a mile. I was with my best friend, and it was fun. I haven't been outside in a while and was active like that. It's a nice temperature, at least, to go outside right now. And so I was sore for about 3 days. Uh, Not horribly sore, just a little sore. My neck was hurting a little bit more than I was expecting it to. Um, my lower back was a little sore, but not hurting as much as I was expecting it to. Uh, my legs weren't really hurting at all, actually, which is weird, considering how weak my knees are. I was expecting some kind of pain, but not really. Just mostly my upper body. Um, so the second day I didn't work out because I was still kind of sore. I'll give myself a rest day. Third day I ended up only playing the EA Active 2 Personal Trainer PS3 game. And the reason for that is because I went through the beginner level and the motion detecting ability wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. I had to figure out which ways to move that the game would detect. And some of the stuff on the beginner level was too easy. Then some of it was really hard, like the leg lunges, which I thought I'd be fine at because, I've had a job for like 10-ish years where I was constantly on my feet and constantly speed walking or jogging back and forth and all that. And so I wasn't expecting my legs to be so weak, especially since they weren't really sore from the other day. But yeah, I couldn't do the lunges correctly the way they wanted you to do. They wanted you to do a lunge and stretch your upper body at the same time. But I couldn't do that because I couldn't balance because my knees were so weak. They were just shaking. I had to use both my hands and my upper body to balance on the knee that was bent up, supporting me so I wouldn't fall over. And I had to use my upper body strength to get back up because I couldn't do it with just my legs. My legs or my knees were just too weak. I couldn't I just didn't have the strength for it for some reason. But I went through the first session of the game, and I went ahead and redid the session because I figured out how to use the motion sensors correctly and all that, and the second session was much better. I burned off about 230-ish calories from the beginning workout. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more than that, but it's probably not going to be that accurate due to the design and the fact that I was probably doing about 60% of those things incorrectly. It is much easier to go to like an aerobics class and have an instructor there to help you. But I'm not ready for that right now. Maybe when I get a little bit stronger, I might think about taking the class again. But the game worked well enough that it made me think about getting an Xbox One or a PS4 and getting their motion detector, the kind that you don't need to strap to you, the kind that just sees you and lets you move freely. and getting maybe the newer versions of the active personal trainer games, because I bet they've updated them enough that they're even less buggy and better looking graphically. And I don't know. It's the first game that made me actually think about getting an Xbox One and a PS4, because I was just happy with having Steam and a PS2 and PS3. Um, but now that the game was so fun, it makes working out at home much better, much more entertaining. I didn't end up doing the Simply Fit board that day because I was so sore afterwards. Like, my chest was kind of heavy. I was kind of coughing because it felt like I'd been jogging a mile. Um, there is some running stuff in the game, so I'm not a runner. I've never been a runner. Um, so that was a little difficult. Um, anyways, I also wanted to update you guys on my food intake. I've only been reducing my food down to two-thirds instead of one-third like I had planned. It is very difficult to try to kick the amount that you're normally used to eating. Especially if you have a schedule and you want to eat at a certain time and only eat for a certain amount. You don't feel full if you eat a smaller amount quickly, and it makes you want to eat more. But anyways, I did cut it down to two-thirds. I think I'm going to stick to that until I get a little bit more used to it, and then I'll go down to one-third. I am not drinking any more sodas or anything. I'm just drinking water. So today I'm still too sore to do the Simply Fit board, but tomorrow I will work out on that using YouTube channels and the piece of paper that came with it. And I'll let you guys know how that worked out. I assume it's gonna make me even more sore because apparently my lower body strength, like I'm weak with my knees, so it's hard for me to do a lot of the workouts. So I'll keep you updated. Thank you.